My darling child, I assure you that if you pay close attention to what I am saying, you will overcome any challenge that comes your way, because those who came before you, Abraham, Moses, Daniel, Shadrach, and Abednego, did what I instructed. You too are capable of the same obedience and faithfulness. Think of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were ordered to kneel before an earthly king, but they refused to give up their devotion to him in spite of the fiery consequences they faced. They resisted the pressure to compromise their beliefs, and even though they were bound and cast into the furnace, they declared their unwavering faith in my ability and willingness to save them. Even if I chose not to step in, they decided that this is the posture I desire from you in the face of difficulties and resistance. The blazing fire had no power over them, and when the king and his men looked into the flames, they saw a fourth man walking with them. One of the god's sons, they emerged. Untouched by the inferno and unfettered by their bonds in that moment, they experienced my presence and power in a profound new way. This was no meager, limited strength, but a supernatural might they had never known before. So I say to you, do not bow, do not compromise, do not allow anything to entice you away from your devotion. To me, be wise and judicious, live peaceably with all as much as it depends on you. Contend, without being contentious, but never ever compromise your faith and allegiance to me. Your identity is firmly rooted in who I have declared you to be. I recognize the heaviness that has sought to oppress you, but know this. It is not your circumstances or situations that weigh you down. No, it is a spirit of grief and loss that desires to subdue you, and until now it has been succeeding. But I am opening your eyes to see the pain clearly and to understand what you have lost. And in that place of clarity I will reveal what you will gain as you allow me to restore your soul. You, my child, are the head and not the tail. You are above, and not beneath. You will lend to many and borrow from none. I have seen how, beaten down and dragged through the mire, you have felt the disdain and rejection heaped upon, but, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you have refused to bow to the jeers and jibes of the crowd. The journey ahead will take you into unknown territory. It will feel unfamiliar and at times disorienting. Questions and uncertainties may arise in your mind, but I urge you, keep going. Do not hesitate or second-guess the path I have set before you. I have uniquely fashioned you to stand out, not blend in. If I call you to step away from the crowd and journey alone for a season, trust that my presence goes with you when I am for you. Who can stand against you? No one did you believe I would plant a dream, a vision, a purpose in your heart, only to leave it, and you lifeless and without fulfillment. The desires and glimpses of destiny I have placed within you will not prove false. They will come to pass acting as signposts, directing your steps and confirming the way you should take. So keep moving, refuse to stagnate or procrastinate. Resist the urge to passively stand by, watching life pass you by. Your compassionate, tender heart is a precious gift, one that reflects an aspect of my own nature. But the season of existing as a lamb amongst wolves has served its purpose. Now is the time to rise up with the strength, boldness, and courage of a lion. Seize the opportunities before you. Hesitation will only lead to forfeited blessings and divine appointments. Your dissatisfaction is an indication that your heart is ready to move into the more I have for you. Do not cling to antiquated techniques and wineskins. I say this not to arouse fear, but to instill a sense of urgency and fire in your spirit. Accept the new and surprising ways I want to work in and through you. Abundance is coming, so seize what you have now, no matter how little it may seem. Just as I multiplied the fish and loaves, your life contains my signature and my divine impression, and I will multiply your efforts and resources to bless you and expand my kingdom on earth. Your journey has a purpose, and you are destined to make a difference in the world. Your voice is powerful, and your words are life. Step boldly into the fullness of your calling and gifting, which you have been lingering in. I am giving order to what has felt like chaos. The moment has arrived to touch the ground and move forward, like a bird hovering in the air before landing. A new path full of promise and purpose opens up before you. Let go of your past tragedies, mistakes, and setbacks, since they won't follow you into this time of rebirth. Proceed, since I have laid out a plan to withstand the temptation to hold on to titles, places, and egos that are insignificant in relation to just being referred to as mine, relieves you of the need to direct events and direct your own achievement. Like a tree whose roots grow stronger and deeper as it withstands the forces of nature, you too will gain stability and resilience as you yield to my process. Just as that tree provides shade, shelter, and sustenance to everyone who gathers under its branches, so too will you be a source of life and hope to those I bring into your sphere of influence. True success will flow naturally as you put your trust in me and let go as you bend to the wind of my spirit. Because your foundation is unquestionably built upon the unshakable bedrock of my word and my faithfulness, I have given you superhuman resilience and staying power. The storms may rage, and the ground beneath you may tremble, but you will not be shaken or displaced, because I will send others into their darkest places, strengthen weak knees and hands, and use your creativity to build and establish rather than tear down and destroy. Blaze new trails and pave new paths. Don't let man's expectations enmold you. My grace is the great equalizer. It empowers without establishing tyrants and bestows insight without conceit. As you focus on me and eat my word, you will discover that praise. Plunge into the depths of my love. You cannot fully understand my love for you or the good I have in store for you. However, you can trust me. And as you do, I will direct your steps and cause even your mistakes to work for your benefit. Love comes easily to your lips. You will be blessed in your coming and going, in your resting and rising, in your business and in your body, in the city and in the country. My favor and blessing will be evident to all. Your ears will become attuned to my frequency. My still small voice will break through the static and noise of life. You will find yourself walking in a greater measure of peace, clarity, and conviction. You will know that the Lord your God is with you to fight for you wherever you go, and the world will recognize that my hand is upon you. So arise, my beloved. Shake off the dust of disappointment and discouragement. Let hope arise and faith take flight. I am not finished with you. I am making all things new, including you. Embrace the process, for it will produce a greater weight of glory than you can imagine. Your latter will be greater than your former. So dream again. Believe again and watch as I bring it all to pass. Trust that my love for you is unwavering and unconditional. I do not love you because you are good. I love you because I am good, and that goodness and love is unfolding in every crevice and corner of your life. You cannot outrun my presence. You cannot exhaust my mercies. They are new every morning. So let your light shine, be unashamed. Shed and unapologetic in your pursuit of me and my kingdom. Live as one who is forgiven and free, for that is the truth of who you are. I am the author and finisher of your faith. I am the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, and I will complete the good work I have begun in you. This, my child, is my promise to you. So breathe deeply of my love and stand tall in the light of my countenance. Receive grace to forgive those who have wronged you, and release those who have walked away. Their absence in this next chapter does not diminish the value and impact of your presence. Take your place. Embrace your space. For I have called you, and I will equip you for every good work. My beloved child, have you been seeking a miracle, unsure if your prayers have been heard? I tell you this day, it is your time. Open your heart and hands, for I am orchestrating the very miracle you have been longing for. I have seen every tear every struggle, every moment when your strength failed you. I know the depths of your need, and today I say to you, believe and do not lose heart soon. You will witness the fulfillment of my promise. You are precisely where you are meant to be. And I, the Lord your God, will honor the prayers uttered in pure faith. Through the power of prayer, I will bring forth the miracle you have been seeking. I understand the weight you have carried, the restless days and sleepless nights, the joy that once felt within reach now seeming so distant you bear a burden too heavy for your shoulders.